Hey, hey, I am back. I'm a day late, but I'm here and we're going to get it in. I'm going to be sharing a little bit about coaching, like what it is and why it's the life hack that my go-getters didn't even know that you need. I'm looking forward to going in on this. It's been a while since I've kind of like peeled back the layers and kind of like started with the whole educating you on like what coaching actually is, and that's important too, right? I've been talking about it ad nauseum on social for about 3 years now, but I know there's some new people in my space, and so I want to take a moment to just take a step back. Although I have a certain focus and certain niche when it comes to coaching, but I think it's important to know exactly what it is, right? And also like how essential it is to everyday life and how effective it can be in helping my fellow go-getters collapse time on their goals and their dreams, show up as more efficient and more effective leaders, and absolutely create the balance that you've been missing, right? That you absolutely know that you need. So we're going to talk about that in just a moment. If you happen to be here with me live, do me a favor and say "Hey D" in the chat. Um, and if you happen to be catching this on the replay, do me a favor and say, sharing this to page, type replay if you happen to be catching the replay, and I'll come back through and show you some love. Um, no, Facebook. Facebook is changing stuff, y'all. So, share to a page. There we go. Danielle post. Um, All right, yeah, so if you're here with me live, do me a favor and say, why does it say I've been live for that long? What is happening? Oh, there we go. There we go. At least we have volume. Oh my gosh. Forgive me, y'all. I'm gonna figure this thing out. Yeah, so, and I'm showing IG some love today as well. It's been a minute, IG. But I'm here, I'm back, and I wanted to share this with you too. So again, I'm sharing like a little bit more about what coaching is, right? At its highest level, and why it's the life hack, especially life coaching. Why it's the life hack that my fellow go-getters didn't know that you needed. So if you're watching this with me here live, do me a favor and say "Hey D." If you're catching the replay, do me a favor and type replay, and I'll come back through and show you some love. So if for some reason this is your first time, like catching me live, seeing one of my videos, even if it's on the replay, I know that you're not here by happenstance. There's something that I've either typed or that you've heard or that like stopped you. You're supposed to be here. You're supposed to hear this. So I invite you to lean in and just be open to whatever it is that you're supposed to get from it and take it and run with it, right? And that being said, if you are new to me, I am Danielle the coach. I'm a certified life and leadership coach. I pride myself, it is my life's joy in this season to help primary millennial, but like entrepreneurs, CEOs, and influencers to balance and navigate the demands of life, leadership, and business. And a lot of times in this season, most of my clients are entrepreneurs that are still juggling a 9 to 5, right? They don't quite have the confidence to quit for whatever the reason is, and it's different for every single person. But that is the life intersection that most of my clients are experiencing right now. That's the fork in the road. And it is causing them angst and frustration with not being able to figure out how they can break away from are now being called the golden handcuffs. And so that's one way that I support my clients specifically, right? So when it comes to coaching, there's some people that are aware of it, some people that may have been watching me for some time. I hear that often. I've been watching you for a year, over a year. um, I love what you share. I've been thinking about working with you, different things, right? So there are some people that are aware of what coaching is. There are some people that have heard it but don't have a clue, right? There are some people that think, it's just like therapy, right? So there are some misnomers that are circulating, and it just depends on, you know, I guess your need to know up until now, right? But I want to take a moment to peel back the layers. I'm typically talking about how to quit with confidence, quit without regret, making sure that you have tools in your personal toolkit that support you when it's time for you to, when you know that it's time for you to make your move or take your leap, whatever your leap may look like. And truth be told, sometimes it's the clients that I serve, like, there is the professional leap and sometimes there are relational leaps, right? I coach the whole person. And so that means that although typically my clients have like personal aspirations or professional aspirations and they need support navigating the transition, sometimes there are relationships that are weighing them down as well, right? And they don't have the confidence to quit those or to leap with confidence out of those either. And so my clients get that kind of support. Why? Because I coach the whole person. So let me get into like what coaching is, and it'll tie all of these concepts that I'm speaking of right now together, right? But real quick before I do that, in case you're here now and you had like like it's way past time for you to get on a call with me to finally have your free strategy session. If you're on IG, click the link in my bio and it's there for you to book a free strategy session. If you are on Facebook, I've pinned a comment in the comments, and you can click that to go and book a free strategy session, right? If you know that it's time and you know that you're tired of trying to figure it out by yourself, you know that you're tired of talking about your dreams and aspirations to people that don't get it, right? Because it's not their dream and they don't have to get it, but you really want to be in a space where you can be fully heard, fully seen, and fully supported with coming up with a strategy to help you break away at that cement or whatever it is that has been keeping you stuck, right? If you're ready and you know you're tired of being tired, you're tired of talking about it, you're tired of dreaming about it, like, start here. Book the strategy session, right? There's the link, like I said, in IG in my bio, and also Facebook is pinned in the comments, right? So what is coaching? Coaching is a partnership between a coach and the client that supports the client in helping them transition from where they are to where they really want to be, right? So it's all about having goals. So if you do not have a goal or goals, and I'm talking the big, bold, hairy, scary, wild goals, if you don't have those, coaching isn't for you, right? If you're just wanting someone to talk to but not take action, if you're not interested, willing, desiring to make a move of some sort, but have the right support and accountability, and coaching is not for you. Coaching is for go-getters. Coaching is for action takers. Coaching is for executors. Coaching is for implementers. Coaching is for people that no longer desire to stay in the space or places that they're currently taking up, right? Coaching is for people that are unfulfilled with what they are presently seeing as said in the 3D, right? And they are tired of like thinking and dreaming, and they're ready to do something, right? Something has got to give. And the thing about coaching is a lot of times people will wait until they are in dire straits where their mental health has been compromised because they've waited so long and they become so frustrated and so jaded with what is not yet, right? They've become so overwhelmed with how, like, taking the first step or what the first step is and how they can actually step fully and wholly into this big dream and vision that God has given them to make this thing happen. And it can be overwhelming, right? The weight of the dream, the weight of the vision can be heavy and it can be overwhelming. But this is where coaching comes into play, right? You don't have to figure it out by yourself. And so when I say coaching is a partnership, in my world, it's absolutely a partnership. And you're actually, whatever analogy works for you, the pilot, you're the captain, you're the conductor, right? I'm the co-pilot, I'm the co-captain. I'm the second conductor, whatever the co-conductor is called, right? You get to dictate where you are going on your journey, and I am there to support you in a non-judgmental way, right? And to hold you accountable for doing what you said that you wanted to do, and going out and getting what it is that you said that you wanted to go out and get, and for actualizing and creating this life of your wildest dreams, because you can absolutely have it. You can absolutely positively have it, right? Is it going to be easy? Probably not, right? But can your life look different in 90 days, 6 months, a year's time than it does now, just by you simply making a commitment to choose you, to prioritize you, to invest in the support and accountability that you need, that you give to everybody else? You need a you for you. And this is for my go-getters. Coaching is in essence aligning yourself with a you for you. And when I say a you for you, you are a leader, right? People see you and think that everything that you touch turns to gold. You and I know that's not true. You and I know it takes hard work. You and I know that it takes dedication. But people on the outside looking in that are not quite the go-getter that you are don't see it that way. And so because you are put on this pedestal, people think that you have it all together, that you don't need any support, that they can come dump all of their problems on you personally and professionally, and you are strong enough to carry their stuff and yours. And you and I both know that that's not the case, right? And if you don't strike a balance between what's yours and what's theirs, and also making sure that you maintain a handle on what your dreams and your aspirations are, right? And keep them a priority so that you're continuing to make progress in your life. If you aren't conscious of that, it can absolutely put a damper on and delay you creating the life of your wildest dreams, because you're carrying your stuff and then other people's stuff on top of your stuff. So their stuff comes first. And by the time you get to your stuff, you're tired, right? You're frustrated, right? Your energy is zapped. You don't have it in you to figure it out. You don't have it in you to do anything about it. So all you can do is sit there and lay back and dream, right? And if you got energy enough to talk about it, to continue talking about the thing that you really, really want to do, talk and complaining about the thing that you are tired of doing, you no longer care to do, you deserve more, you deserve to show up in spaces where you're valued, you don't belong in a place where you're working for someone anymore. You know that you won't be retiring from that place that you've been taking up space and that you found to be secure, that you've been loyal to for probably almost 2 decades. You know that it's time, right? But because you're carrying so much and you don't have the support that you give, you're in between a rock and a hard place, right? And coaching, effective coaching, supports you with carving out a space for you to be able to breathe again, for you to be able to think again, and for you to absolutely focus on you. Because coaching, the right coaching, is all about you, right? There are no other spaces, I'm willing to bet, that you can show up where it's all about you. It's all about you, right? So when it comes to coaching, that's one thing that coaching with me, I speak for myself, right? But when it comes to coaching, that's one thing that you can look forward to, right? It's all about you. It's all about the problem that you're looking to solve. It's all about expanding your self-awareness. It's all about positioning yourself to literally create the life of your wildest dreams, your way and on your terms, right? With non-judgmental support and accountability in tow. And I continue to stress that non-judgmental support and accountability, because as a go-getter, your dreams are big. Your dreams are bold. Your dreams are unconventional. Your dreams defy the status quo. Your dreams scare you. And if they scare you and it's your dream, you know it scares other people, right? And people mean well, but they can also dim our light if we let them. And we're not cautious and careful with what opinions we take, for face value. So you have to be cautious with where you share, right? How you share, and the feedback that you receive. And that's the difference between just sharing it, to anybody that's willing to listen, or maybe sometimes sharing it to your inner circle. Sometimes they don't get it either. And I want you to know that you're not crazy and you're not alone if that happens to be what you're experiencing. Your dreams aren't for everybody, right? And I'm gonna tell you this, as your coach, your dreams aren't for me either. However, I have created a space for you to be able to take up space, right? And nurture the dream, right? It's not for me, it's for you. But my job and my purpose is to help you see it through without judgment, right? But while holding you accountable for what it is that you said that you want to do, right? And so that is the beauty of life coaching, right? And that is why it's the life hack that my fellow go-getters don't even know, right, that you need. That's kind of is sitting right here. Like I'm right here. I'm waiting for you to say yes to you, and then I got you, right? I got you. But you have to make the conscious decision that, you know what, enough is enough. Like, my life is out of control. I'm not showing up. As powerfully as I know that I can, because I'm tired, I'm jaded, I'm frustrated, I'm overwhelmed, and in some instances I'm underwhelmed at the same time, right? I'm just unable to can, and I'm doing what I can in my own might, but I know that in this season it's not enough. I know that I need support. And I'm able to say this not from just working and supporting my clients. I'm able to say it from firsthand experience because it is my story, right? I was that career professional, doing that hustle bustle, grinding it out, making good money, making six figures, running up and down the highway, to get to work every day and get back home, not enjoying my life, not feeling fulfilled, knowing that I was on somebody else's hamster wheel, keeping their lights on, and it was killing me softly, right? I know from firsthand experience. And I also know from firsthand experience what it's like to hit that point where the light bulb comes on and it's just like, wait a minute, I need help, right? I need support. I desire something different. Like, my life is out of control. I feel like life is running me, right? My 9 to 5 is running me. I feel like I am on the hamster wheel and I'm unable to slow it down or even get off, right? So I enlisted the support of a life coach, and it changed my life. It changed my life. In 6 months' time, my life was turned right side up. In 6 months' time, right, really in less than that, because I was able to literally buckle down, decide what was next, get clear on my purpose, decide what opportunities aligned with my purpose that I was interested in pursuing, pursue them, position myself, execute, right? And then take my leap. I didn't just quit, I took the leap. And that's exactly what I'm here to support you with doing, is to leap. Not just quit, right? But to leap. And to leap means that you're quitting with clarity, and you're quitting with confidence, and you're quitting with a strategy, right? When you take a leap, that means you have surveyed what may be waiting for you below, but you're also leaping with the parachute, right? You're leaping with a plan. You're not just quitting and dropping your hands and sitting with your legs crossed, right, waiting for something or someone to come save you. No, you're leaping. You're going places, right? You have intention about it. And when you show up in the world that way and you position yourself with the right support and accountability in that sense, I tell my clients is people have 3 options when you step into my world, and as you begin working with me, and when if our time ever comes to an end, right? Because you don't have to stop working with a life coach. Why? Because life is always happening. However, I tell my clients, like, when you step into my world, you become a triple threat. People have 3 options when they're dealing with you after you step into my space, and especially after our time together, right? They can either get on board, they can get out of the way, or they can get bulldozed. Because I'm putting the S back on your chest. But in this season, you're not here to save everybody else. You're saving yourself first, right? Because you got to put your mask on first. You're going places. And in order to fulfill your own life's purpose, you got to put your mask on first. You got to know who you are. You got to know who you're not. You got to shed those stories about yourself that are no longer serving you. Shed those stories about yourself that are no longer true, that you've been carrying, that inner imposter, that inner critic. It's no longer serving you. And it is dead. They are dead weight, and you've got to let them go. But a lot of that stuff you can't see yourself because you're too close to it. How could you? You're frustrated. You're overwhelmed. You're jaded. Probably pissed off, and rightfully so. You're going through all of these things. You're tired. You're juggling life responsibilities. You may have children, right? You may be single and just adulting. Trust me, I get it. It's real out here, right? But people see you and they're like, oh, you got it going on. Oh, you got it all together. Oh, you got this. Oh, you got that. No, I'm hanging on by a thread. Help, right? And so when you reach that point, I'm here and I got you. Book a free strategy session, right? But I'm also here to head you to say that, hey, if you're beginning to feel that discomfort, and you know that it's time for a change, you know that there's more waiting for you. There's more to life than what you're currently seeing. There's more to leadership than what you're currently seeing. There's more to just your present than you're currently seeing. There's more to that relationship than you're currently seeing. And you want to do something about it, and you don't want to wait until the thorn is piercing your side and you're bleeding, figuratively speaking, right? You can feel it poking now, and you want to do something about it. Be proactive. Invoke that inner go-getter and be proactive when it comes to this, right? Put your mask on first. Take care of yourself. You reserve the right to put your own mask on first, okay? And life coaching is an opportunity for you to get clear about what's next if you're not already clear. You may already have the vision and you may be stuck at the how. Life coaching supports you with the how. It's just like, I see the thing, I have no idea how. Guess what? You're on the right track, right? You just need additional support, right? To help you make sense of all the things, right? And to carve out your custom strategy so that you can have clarity on what the next step is, then the next step, and then the next step. And then not just having the clarity, but the confidence to do something about it. Because what good is the clarity if you're just going to look at letters and numbers on a paper? It doesn't do you any justice. So first comes the clarity, then comes the confidence, right? And if you were able to get the clarity and the confidence as is, you'd be doing it. But there's something that is missing, and that's not a bad thing, right? We're meant to do life together. You don't have to figure it out by yourself. You can, and you probably will, but how long will that take you, right? When you partner with me as your coach, we collapse time. I have a client who came to me, was frustrated with, where they were in their career, like knew that they had kind of outgrown some things and were looking to figure out like what was next. Didn't quite have the vision, but they had the vision. And so after us working together over the course of less than 90 days, we were able to map out her 5-year plan. We mapped out her 5-year plan, and there was something that she had, a goal that she had on her 5-year plan at year 5. In less than 90 days time, because she was clear, right, about where she was going, the order of operation. In less than 90 days time, that thing that she had on the 5-year line came to fruition in less than 90 days. We made room for what was for her, and we got rid of everything else that was no longer serving her. In less than 90 days, a 5-year goal was actualized. That is why coaching is the life hack that my fellow go-getters don't even know that they need. That is why. It's clarity, it's confidence, it's strategy, right? It's clearing the fog so that when aligned opportunities present themselves, you're able to see them clearly and take action, and you're not overwhelmed and tired and jaded and don't have the energy to say yes to something that your heart absolutely desires. That is the beauty of coaching. That is the absolute beauty of coaching. It's helping you navigate that fork in the road, right? So that you can choose you and choose you confidently. That's what it's all about. So listen, if you if I said something that struck a chord with you, maybe stepped on your toe, sorry, not sorry. Do me a favor and leave me a comment and let me know if it's something that like really, really struck a chord with you, or if you learned something new about coaching, in what I've shared here today. Let me know, right? And if you know somebody who is experiencing some or all of the things that I've described, share this with them. Share the wealth so they can stop talking you to death about it. They can come step into my world and talk to me about it, right? And I can help them position themselves so they can have something new to talk to you about, right? Because I know you're sick of hearing them talk about the same thing over and over again and not do anything about it. I get it, right? I get it. Until enough is enough, that is what happens. Ask me how I know, okay? So listen, I want to invite you to book a free strategy session. You do not have to figure this thing out on your own. You do not have to navigate it by yourself. You don't have to figure out how to balance all of the things on your own, right? You need a space. And if this is you, excuse me, you know you need a space to peel back the curtain and just exhale, right? When is the last time you've exhaled? When is the last time you've been able to show up and just be vulnerable, transparent, open, and honest about what's really going on and what you really want, right? And not feel judged, right? But feel supported, given grace and the space to map this thing out in a way that is unique and customized and tailor-made for you, right? So that you can then begin taking the steps to move out of where you are right now that is no longer serving you. You've been there well beyond your expiration date, whether it's a career, whether it's a 9-to-5, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something in your business. Excuse me, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but it's something happening right now with what I'm saying, so I need to get this out. If that's you, I want to invite you, implore you to book a free strategy session. If you are on Facebook, it is pinned in the comments. If you're on Instagram, click the link in my bio, and book your free strategy session. Excuse me, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here before I have a choke attack. But I said what I had to say. This is what coaching is, and this is why it's the life hack that my fellow go-getters don't even know that they need. So I'm doing my part to spread the good gospel of coaching, and put you on to something that could absolutely change your life. So if you caught the replay and you haven't typed replay in the comments, do me a favor and type replay, and I'll come back and show you some love. I'm going to get some water, y'all. I'll see y'all next time.